The use of the fair is foul and foul is fair motif illustrates that if an individual cannot distinguish between appearance and reality, they will not achieve success. Shakespeare's Macbeth. Presented by Khoa and Hy. The speech from this video is made by from text-to-speech.com. The guy's name is Harry. We did not search stab throat sound and horse eating each other in the making of this video. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air. In Act 1, the witches appear to be powerful and evil creatures. Fair is foul to them, and foul, which means chaos, is fair. From the first scene, they depart, to hover in the fog, and in dust and dirt, waiting for their chance to do further evil and to trap Macbeth into a miserable life, as they did to a man who was a captain of a ship. In Act 2, we all know Duncan give the title Thane of Cawdor to Macbeth before the witches tell him. His courage and not the witches' magic has won him the title Thane of Cawdor, and we are not surprised as he is, when Ross called him by the title. By Sinel's death I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? We can see how Macbeth is rapt by those words and immediately gained an absolute trust in the witches' power, which ironically tricks him to the witches' trap, a miserable life. All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis! All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor! All hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter! Says the witches. Macbeth, immediately, rapt by them. But Banquo expressed his untrustful of the witches and their prophecies. The instruments of darkness tell us truths. Win us with honest trifles to betrays. In deepest consequence. This basically proves that Banquo is more thoughtful and less ambitious than Macbeth, to think about the witches, and how foul reality could it be since the prophecies appeared so fair. No table in the play. We don't know about the previous Thane of Cawdor, the most disloyal traitor, but we can look at his successor Macbeth. At the beginning of the play, King Duncan believes Macbeth to be his loyal kinsman, but Macbeth eventually betrays Duncan's trust and murders him to steal the throne. In the other hand, Duncan recognizes that people can hide what they are truly thinking, but somehow he still built an absolute trust on Macbeth. When Duncan goes to Macbeth's castle, he states this castle hath a pleasant seat, but ironically it is the place where Macbeth murders him. The castle's agreeable appearance fooled Duncan, as he was then murdered in his sleep that very night. This situation is the best example of the motif fair is foul and foul is fair. The difference between appearance and reality once again appeared in the conversation of Macbeth and his wife. Here, Lady Macbeth schooled Macbeth how to appear fair but foul inside, to look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. This happens in Act 1 Scene 5, just before King Duncan arrived at their castle. Lady Macbeth wants Macbeth to look fair, in order to hide his foul intentions. Murdering King Duncan is foul in terms of against the rule of nature, which brings the world into chaos. The night has been unruly / a falcon, towering in her pride of place, was by a mousing owl hawks at and kills. Otherwise, this assassination is fair to Macbeth, as he is able to seize the crown and achieves his ambition. Later on, the three witches, once again, gave Macbeth multiple prophecies when he worries about his throne, one of which states, "None of woman born shall harm Macbeth." The other says, "Macbeth shall never be vanquished until great Birnam Wood to Dunsinane Hill shall come against him." Automatically he assumes that no one can kill him, since nose is not born from woman and trees cannot walk. However, this prophecy is more than it seems. Macbeth was also warned to beware Macduff, beware the Thane of Fife, but since he believes he cannot be killed, he has a little worry about it. But Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped, which somehow makes Macduff was not technically born, and Great Birnam Wood does come Dunsinane Hill as camouflage on Malcolm's soldier, reveals that the three apparition actually describe Macbeth's death. The prophecy tricked Macbeth and caused him to be overconfident, and he paid the price for it, beheaded by Macduff in battle. Through the use of three witches and their misleading prophecy, Shakespeare displays the theme of appearance versus reality, shows that not everything is as it seems. After Duncan's death, Don Alban suggests they should leave the castle because there are daggers in men's smiles. Like their father Duncan, Malcolm and Don Alban recognize people are not what they look like. And better than their father, they know how to decide who they should. When Macduff invites Malcolm to go back to Scotland so he can overthrow Macbeth and be the king, he lies about himself as a little test to see if Macduff is truly concerned about the country, or just a spy of Macbeth who is trying to fool him into a deadly trap. Shakespeare's Macbeth is a tragic play full of lies and deceit. Characters are constantly lying about who they are and commenting on their inability to trust other people's words and outward appearance. Those who fail to make judgment about how reality can be, based on the appearance, fail to survive. Duncan, who failed to judge his worthiest cousin Macbeth, died under his hand. Macbeth, who trusted in the prophecies of the witches, died because of them. While Malcolm, better than his father and uncle, survived all the lies and became the King of Scotland. Through the use of supernatural, hallucinations, and statements by differing characters, Shakespeare displays the theme of appearance versus reality. He states the importance to understand that human nature and flaws could lead into destructive act which against common senses. The play tells the audiences to be wise and judge everything before rushing into them,